Alright, hello and welcome to HRL Season 7, round number 14 here at Uthuli GP. Getting close to the end of the season here. Last GP of the season, I believe. Yes, it is. Let's go through the qualifying results really quickly here. Detail took the pole with a 47.045. Luke took second with a 47.130. Fireball third with a 47.314. Roman fourth with a 47.478. Slaunch fifth with a 47.535. And that's going to be your top five. Heat winners were Detail and Luke respectively, first and second heat. Top three in the semi was Detail, then Luke, then Slaunch. So let's get right on to the race here. Go through the starting order quick. Bullshit, Vulcan, you were yerkin. Alright. Detail in first, Luke second, Slaunch third, Roman fourth, Camby fifth, Vulcan sixth, Armada seventh, Fireball eighth, Hunter ninth, Scyther 10th, Elite 11th, and Shift 12th. So there we go. We are good. Let's keep an eye on that. I'm going to go on board with somebody. I don't think I've done this all season. We're going to go on board with Camby. We're going to watch this start here. I feel like I don't go on board with people enough anymore. Yo guys, is the stream still up? Because on Twitch it says it's offline, but on OBS it says it's good, so let me know. I think my Twitch is just being dumb. Ooh, bad crash. Oh, Vulcan. Rip to Vulcan and Sector and Shift. That is going to send them very far back. Oh, Vulcan, my god. That's a rough start. Oh, and Detail with an initial spin out. That is going to be a rough start to this race. Now going to fall all the way back to third after that. Camby's going to overtake this spot from Roman for fourth, so good start on Camby for sure. This is an onboard track, bro. I should go on board for most of this race. Hunter and Fireball having a tight battle. A few people in the back there having a tight battle as well. Aw, Roman with the run on Camby. Should be able to take this position. He is going to. Camby, though, not too far behind. Got Hunter slammed. Yeah, I got Hunter slammed in the second moto as well. Top five here. Pretty well settled from the rest of the pack, I would assume. Oh, yeah. They got quite a gap there. They got quite a gap there. Those back runners have got a ways to go. This is one of those tracks where for the first moto you definitely want to qualify well. Do well in the heat. Do well in the semi. You do not want to be starting in the back on this track. That's in the first moto. That would not be fun. So pretty well settled here. Pretty much even gaps between most of these drivers. Detail's starting to get on the back of Slaunch. He's right there. He's caught up to his bumper. It's all going to be about if he can make a move. Let's move up here. Let's go on board with Luke so we can see the battle from Roman and the battle of Detail Slaunch. Should be able to see either battle if they happen. That's getting pretty close. Detail's all over his bumper. Just needs to find a place to make the move. Potentially here. Running it in hard, but definitely a hard corner to set up a pass. To make a pass or to set up a pass, really. This is getting really tight. Top four are all on top of each other right now. This could really go to anybody. Pit strategy is going to be huge in this race. That is for sure. I can say that already. Pit strategy is going to be the key. Interesting thing about this track, I didn't go through it in the preview, so my bad. This track actually has two sets of pit stops. So you have one of them to my right there. And then the other one is on the front straightaway. So this track actually has two sets of pits. 8 pit stalls in each, definitely making this track unique for sure. I mean, there's other things that make this track unique, but double sets of pit stops, hard to say that that's not unique. And this is getting close. Solange really just holding off Detail here. And Luke and Roman are both hungry as well in 3rd and 4th, so Detail might have a little bit of an inside there. He's going to try to make a slamming maneuver. Gets Solange really wide. Then Solange comes in hard again, and Detail's going to get a 2-wheel out of nowhere. Ends up falling back to 4th. And now that's going to pop Luke into 2nd and Roman into 3rd. So that's a huge, 2 huge mistakes here. Detail could be in the lead this race, but that's really going to hurt him. But it looked like Luke and Roman were also gaining on Solange, and that seems to continue here. Luke and Roman basically bumper to bumper, and they are right behind Solange as well. Like I said, whenever they pit, that is going to be very important. And for the, for information's sake, Solange and Luke both have the pit on the front straightaway. Roman selected his pit at the other portion of the track, so. Or did he? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, 100%. Oh, potential. That is so unfortunate. Luke going for a crossover as Roman tried to make a move on Luke and ends up getting Roman in the pole. That is very unfortunate right there. And smart move, I would say. Roman's like, I'm gonna take my pit. So let's see how he does here. He wants clean air. That's the goal. He wants clean air when he comes out of his pit. He's gonna come out with a little bit of clean air behind Ramda. He's got a bit of a gap there. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Could have been worse. So we have the lead battle, and pit's going to be important here too. So let's see what happens. We're going to see if either of these drivers decide to take their pit this lap. And Luke is going to go into his pit. Ooh, very, very close. Stinging it on the edge of the pit there. Or never mind. This is pit stall number 1, right? Never mind. Wasn't very close. I think I did that at the same time when I was reviewing this for penalties. Detail also takes his pit. Roman has already passed Armada. Detail's now behind Armada. So interesting set of pits here. And as you can see, Luke definitely had a better pit than Roman. Or no, actually, I forgot. Roman did get into the pole before that. So actually it's pretty close. I'm not really sure which one had a better pit. They might have had about the same. Yeah, they might have had about the same. I don't know. Luke and Roman with damn near identical pits. And that's going to put them in a pretty solid position here because both of them have very, very clean air. But Solange out in front, and his strategy is just going to wait to the end of this race to take his pit and try to run as many laps in the lead as possible. Luke and Roman take their pit a little bit earlier. They get clean air. Armada and Camby both going to pit, so that's going to help out Detail because he's just going to get by Camby there. Or get by Camby and Armada as well. So that was actually a pretty good strategy out of Detail. Going to take 4th off of that. So differing strategies here, and it's going to work out for Luke and Roman because both of them, what could have screwed them over here is if they got stuck behind people. Neither of them got stuck behind anybody. They both pretty much got out in clean air. Roman was behind Armada, but it seemed like he made short work of him, so not too bad. So this pit strategy might end up being interesting. If they're truly faster, they should be able to come out in front of Solange here when he takes his pit, depending on how long he waits. So this could be interesting. I want to stay on board, but now they're so separated that not really worth it. Yeah, I already did Tampa. Just finished it. Can't be trying to make a fight for the 4th place position. We have Hunter in 6th, Armada. Has Hunter pitted though? Let's see if Vulcan. Let's watch Vulcan here. Where are you, Vulcan? Can I not watch him? I don't think I can watch him. I guess I can't. Alright, we're going to watch Elite then. We're going to watch Vulcan try to conk Elite here. I bet he does. That's why I went to this. I want to see Vulcan take him out. I'm just waiting for it. Oh, what the... Dude. How did that even happen? I feel bad for Vulcan at this point. Like, that made no sense whatsoever. I cannot explain what just happened. Let's get a little overview of this track because I kind of conked the viewers on that in the beginning. I usually go through a little overview. So here it is. It's hard to see the whole thing because a pretty significant portion of this track is like underground essentially. But yeah, classic Armada design here with a few like over-unders with a part going into the cave. Like this is a pretty classic Armada GP design here. And it's not too bad. I definitely like this track. It doesn't have as big of a skill gap as some of the other GPs on the schedule, but it's not bad. Like there's definitely ways to make up time. There definitely is a skill gap on this track. It's just not as significant as other GPs is the way I would put it. But yeah, it's not too bad. I actually really enjoy this track. I would say I definitely prefer this one out of Uthuli and Concilium, are both of Armada's tracks in the schedule. I'd say I definitely prefer this one. Also, I just like the uniqueness of having 2 different sets of pits. You know, it's always cool. So let's look at the gap here. Slaunch, Luke and Roman. Let's look at these gaps. Oh man, look at that gap. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close coming out of the pits here. It really depends how long Slaunch stays out. That's what's really at stake here. So most of this race is pretty much settled out. Let's take a look at Camby and Details battle here because this is pretty much the only battle going on track at the moment. Actually, we're getting pretty close. I changed my mind. We're going to follow Slaunch here and wait for him to take his pit to see how this strategy works out because he's waiting towards the end and we're almost at the end of the race. In fact, I think we are coming to the white flag next time by. It's going to be close. Or not the white flag, sorry, 2 to go. Oh yeah, 100%. So it's going to be 2 to go this time by. 100,000%. Let's see if he takes his pit. Because this is basically where the lead battle lies right now. It's going around the final corner. And if he doesn't take this pit, he has to take it this lap. Actually, now that I think about it, he has to take it this lap. So he's taking his pit. In the stall. Wow, that was a really bad pit. I'm not going to lie. Usually Slaunch pretty decent at pitting. That was pretty bad. I feel like he waited a long time to get off his goose. He's going to lose the spot to Luke and to Roman as well. Roman is just able to edge him out at the exit of his pit there. And honestly, I think that's all on Slaunch right there. I mean, he probably would have lost the position to Luke anyways, but losing that position to Roman, I think that comes down to that being a slow pit. Maybe was I the only person that saw that? I felt like he took a long time to get off the goose there. But yeah, that is 100%. Losing the first place, I think he would have anyways, but losing that spot to Roman there is crucial, and I think that definitely could have been avoided with a faster pit stop. But at the same time, Slaunch came out of the pits fairly behind Roman, like not that far away, and Roman has stretched this gap over that lap or so. And is this race? This is either race or white flag here. I got a little distracted. I think this is white flag. Yep, last lap here. And it looks like we're probably settled for these top few positions. Into the cove, into the cove. Ah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're settled here. So coming across the line. Oof. Coming across the line is going to be Luke taking the Moto win. Roman's going to come second. Slaunch third. And Camby is able to edge out Detail on the final lap. It takes fourth. So that's fourth and fifth right there. Sixth is going to be Hunter. Seventh Armada. Fairly close. Elite coming in eighth. Vulcan in ninth. And is that it? Got a couple more people, right? Sector and Shift, right? 10th and 11th? Oh, yeah. And Fireball is going to be taking the last place spots for this one because I think he lagged out again or something like that. So let me check to make sure I was right. I believe so. So everything I called off was correct. That's your results for this first moto. And let's get a quick rewind. see what happened on that final lap. Oh, I know where he made the pass. You can already tell. So Camby, as you can tell, wow, he made a lot of time in that first corner, lost a lot of time in the second one. Camby, I think, just goes for a desperate move here on the final lap to try to take this position. Oh, Detail spun it out. Camby didn't even clutch up. Camby actually messed up a little bit too, but Detail messes up again to lose this race here against Camby. And not much you can do in the final poles. Yeah, Camby gonna take that spot. So there you go. There is the first moto. Let's move on here to the second one. And this second one will be good because I can kind of show off how the pit rules work. Or the F1 penalties work. The 41.15, I'm guessing? It's gotta be. So